Imagine walking into one of the most prestigious hotels in the city, expecting the royal treatment after building a billion-dollar empire from scratch, only to be turned away at the door because of the color of your skin. That's exactly what happened to 𝒊𝒊𝒔𝒆. But instead of walking away defeated, she did something no one saw coming. She returned as the owner. Before we dive into this powerful story, let us know in the comments where you're watching from, and don't forget to subscribe. The day started like any other. The sun cast its golden light over the streets of Baltimore as 𝒊𝒊𝒔𝒆 stepped out of her black sedan. She was in her mid-30s, wearing a tailored navy blue suit that matched her sharp business instincts. 𝒊𝒊𝒔 wasn't just anyone. She had spent years building her company, Michaels Holdings, into a real estate empire that spanned the country. Her success didn't come easy though. She had fought her way up, facing barriers others wouldn't even imagine. Today was supposed to be a celebration. She had booked a week at the prestigious Avalon Hotel, one of the most exclusive in the city. But as she stepped onto the marble sidewalk in front of its grand entrance, a strange tension built in her chest. She glanced back at her assistant, Bethany, who was following close behind with their luggage. "You confirmed the reservation, right?" 𝒊𝒊𝒔 asked, her voice calm but with an edge of doubt. Bethany, who had worked with her for over a decade, gave a reassuring smile. "Triple checked. You're their VIP guest for the week. Everything's perfect." 𝒊𝒊𝒔 smiled back, but the weight she had felt all her life, being seen not for her success but for the color of her skin, was never far away. She took a deep breath and walked toward the hotel's grand entrance. The lobby was breathtaking, with high ceilings and chandeliers glittering overhead. But as soon as they approached the front desk, she felt the stares. The receptionist, a young woman with a polished look, greeted them with a forced smile. "Good afternoon. How can I help you?" Bethany stepped forward confidently. "We have a reservation under 𝒊𝒊𝒔𝒆." The receptionist's eyes flickered briefly with discomfort before she began typing. A few tense moments passed before her expression shifted. "I'm sorry, but I'm not seeing a reservation under that name." 𝒊𝒊𝒔's stomach tightened. She had been here before, not physically, but in countless other situations where she had been treated as less than. Bethany, irritated but professional, pressed on. "We confirmed this reservation weeks ago. Could you check again?" The receptionist, clearly uncomfortable now, hesitated before picking up the phone. Moments later, a man in an immaculate gray suit appeared. "I'm Robert Stevens, the manager. I understand there's an issue with your reservation." 𝒊𝒊𝒔 locked eyes with him, already knowing where this was going. "I'm afraid there's been a misunderstanding," Robert said, his voice laced with politeness that felt more like a cover for something else. "Our suites are fully booked. Unfortunately, we won't be able to accommodate you today." Bethany looked like she was about to explode, but 𝒊𝒊𝒔 placed a hand on her arm. She had learned to control her reactions over the years. She wasn't going to give them the satisfaction of a confrontation. "I see," 𝒊𝒊𝒔 said, her voice steady. "Thank you for your time, Mr. Stevens." Without another word, she turned and walked out, her head held high. Bethany followed, her face flushed with anger. "𝒊𝒊𝒔, this is insane. We should call the press, get a lawyer involved. They can't treat you like this." 𝒊𝒊𝒔 paused on the sidewalk, taking a deep breath. "Bethany, I've been fighting this battle my whole life. This isn't the first time I've been shut out because of my skin color, and it probably won't be the last. But I won't fight them on their terms." Bethany's shoulders dropped. "So what do we do now?" 𝒊𝒊𝒔's lips curved into a small, determined smile. "We regroup, find a new hotel for tonight, and then, I have other plans for the Avalon." Later that evening, from a different hotel, 𝒊𝒊𝒔 sat at her laptop, her mind whirring with possibilities. She had always been one to turn obstacles into opportunities. She wasn't just going to let the Avalon's treatment slide. She would return to the hotel, but not as a guest. A week passed, and 𝒊𝒊𝒔, with her vast business knowledge and connections, had done her research. The Avalon wasn't as untouchable as it seemed. Despite its grand appearance, the hotel was struggling financially, its ownership group scrambling to stay afloat, the perfect target for someone like 𝒊𝒊𝒔. Sitting in a quiet corner of a cafe, she made a call to her lawyer. "Let's make an offer they can't refuse." The deal moved quickly. 𝒊𝒊𝒔's expertise in acquisitions made the process smooth, and within weeks, she had quietly secured the rights to the Avalon Hotel. No one knew she was the new owner yet, not even the staff who had turned her away. The day 𝒊𝒊𝒔 signed the final contract, she didn't feel vindictive. This wasn't about revenge, it was about something bigger. She wanted to send a message. Change was coming, and it wouldn't just affect the Avalon but the entire industry. A few days later, Vanessa returned to the hotel, this time walking through the entrance not as a rejected guest but as its new owner. The receptionist from before was still there, her face paling as she recognized Vanessa. She fumbled for words, but Vanessa remained calm. "I'm not here for a reservation today," Vanessa said, her voice smooth. "I'm here as the new owner." The young woman's face drained of color. Vanessa didn't linger to see her reaction. She had work to do. Over the next few weeks, Vanessa began a complete overhaul of the hotel's operations. She met with the management team, including Robert, the manager who had dismissed her, and laid out her plans. "There will be changes," Vanessa said, her voice calm but firm. "The Avalon will no longer be a place that discriminates based on appearance or background. We will be welcoming to all guests, no exceptions." Robert shifted uncomfortably in his seat, trying to justify the hotel's exclusive standards, but Vanessa cut him off. "Exclusivity is not the same as discrimination, Robert. If that's a problem for you, I suggest you find work elsewhere." From that moment on, Vanessa's vision for the Avalon took shape. She brought in diversity and inclusion experts to retrain the staff, hired a more diverse workforce, and ensured that every guest was treated with respect, regardless of who they were or where they came from. Word spread quickly. Some of the hotel's old patrons were skeptical, but new guests filled the Avalon's rooms, and its reputation soared. What had once been a symbol of exclusion was now a beacon of progress. One evening, as Vanessa stood at the window of her new office overlooking the city skyline, Bethany entered, holding a newspaper. "You've got to see this." Vanessa took the paper and smiled at the headline, "Billionaire Vanessa Michaels turns Avalon Hotel into symbol of inclusion." Bethany grinned. "You did it." "We did it," Vanessa corrected, pride swelling in her chest. But she knew the work wasn't over. This wasn't just about one hotel. Vanessa had bigger plans. Plans to change the entire industry, to ensure that no one anywhere would ever be denied the respect they deserved based on their appearance. This was just the beginning. And as Vanessa gazed out at the city, she knew one thing for certain: justice doesn't always come immediately, but when it does, it's undeniable. She had built an empire on resilience and hard work, and now she was using that same strength to build something even more powerful, a legacy that would outlive her, a future where everyone had a seat at the table. Let us know in the comments what you've enjoyed about this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. See you soon.